Dear students, today let us learn about biomedical waste and their sources and their disposal methods. Biomedical waste are all kind of waste which are generated during the diagnosis, treatment or immunization of living things or animals in biomedical research or in the production of biomedical products. Biomedical waste may contain paper, cardboard, syringes, glass, sharp object, plastics, gauze, pads, cloth, beddings, shavings, fecal matter, blood, toxic chemicals, and even radioactive materials. They are generated by hospitals, clinics, healthcare facilities, medical laboratories, animal research facilities, and other institutional sources. The biomedical waste is infectious or potentially infectious as well as hazardous and presents a grave problem to the public health and the environment. Some of the adverse impacts of biomedical waste are the infectious pathogens of the biomedical waste can become airborne or waterborne and cause the spread of diseases among those handling such waste and also among the general public. Since biomedical waste contain needles, blades, broken glass pipettes, etc., they may cause injury while handling. Biomedical waste also pose a significant threat to the environment. If not disposed properly, they can end up in lakes, parks, and other wildlife refuges where birds and fauna live. Animals and birds are attracted to the scent or color of the chemicals in the waste, and their curiosity to such waste results in digestion of medications which can injure or even kill the animals. Syringes and sharp objects in the biomedical waste can easily rip the lining of landfills, and in rainy season hazardous contaminants in the waste can seep out to the exterior soil of the landfills and eventually contaminate the groundwater as well as nearby water bodies. The radioactive tools used in diagnosis cause the presence of radioactive materials in biomedical waste, and their presence constitutes a radiation hazard to the waste handling workers and the public. Disposal of biomedical waste. Due to the infectious and hazardous characteristics, biomedical waste should be separated from other municipal waste at the source, that is, the hospitals. This is essential to ensure that the municipal solid waste generated from the same source are not contaminated and do not pose any problem to the environment or to the health of the municipal waste handlers. It is also essential that proper disposal methods are adopted for such waste. One way to ensure the contaminated medical waste are not mixed with other municipal waste is to subject medical waste to on-site decontamination treatment before packing them for off-site disposal. Some of the methods commonly used for on-site treatment and off-site disposal are: one is autoclaving. Autoclaving is a thermal treatment in an autoclave, and it is typically used for contaminated objects. Example: needles, scalpels, broken glass, broken capillary tubes, exposed ends of dental wires, etc. An autoclave is in essence a large pressure cooker. This is the pressure cooker that uses high temperatures and steam to kill microorganisms. Medical waste contaminated through autoclaving can then be handed over to the waste disposal authorities for off-site disposal. But medical waste like chemical waste and pharmaceutical waste cannot be decontaminated in an autoclave. So another method is microwave treatment. In microwave treatment system, similar to an autoclave, it uses heat and steam to decontaminate medical waste. Contaminated medical waste are moistened with water and microwaved in a microwave oven. The microorganisms are destroyed by the action of heat and steam. The decontaminated waste are then carried off for off-site disposal. Next method is chemical treatment. Chemical treatment of biomedical waste with chlorine is one of the ways to decontaminate infectious medical waste before they are sent for off-site disposal. Biomedical waste which have been subjected to decontamination are considered to be devoid of any biological or microbiological organisms, that is pathogens, and therefore can be disposed of as municipal solid waste. Now let us discuss what are the off-site disposal methods for biomedical waste. The first one is incineration. A large part of the biomedical waste will be combustible. So, incineration is typically used for disposal of biomedical waste. The process is performed in a controlled facility to ensure complete combustion of the combustible matter and minimize any negative effects for the environment. The process kills 99% of microorganisms and leaves very minimal waste. This process is more suited to rural areas than to urban areas because the fly ash, toxic gases and acidic gases can pose a greater health threat in more densely populated urban areas than in rural areas. Next one is land disposal. It is the least expensive option for biomedical waste disposal. If such waste like biodegradable waste are to be disposed in a landfill, they should be packaged to minimize exposure and placed in a 2-meter deep pit. 2-meter deep pit and immediately covered with landfill. The method is typically used for treated and decontaminated waste, though it is also used for hazardous waste and untreated waste that cannot be decontaminated by other means. So these are the methods that are used for disposal of biomedical waste. Now let us discuss how we can produce energy from waste, that is energy from waste technology or waste to energy technologies. Waste can be a valuable resource for production of energy. Waste that cannot be recycled can be utilized through biological treatment to create biogas or through thermal treatment to produce fuel gases, the chemical energy of which can be converted into electricity and heat. There are various kinds of waste to energy technologies. One such is using landfill gas from anaerobic digestion of biodegradable waste of landfills. Waste contain organic matter including polymers like starch, glycogen, chitin, etc. These can be degraded by enzymes or microorganisms. The major products are methane and carbon dioxide. So organic waste plus oxygen using aerobic microorganism can form carbon dioxide and water, but organic waste using anaerobic microorganisms in the absence of oxygen can make methane, carbon dioxide and water. In the deeper part of a landfill, the waste go through anaerobic digestion and methane will be 40 to 70% of the total gas. The methane present in landfill gas is a source of energy and its combustion energy can be used in boilers to generate steam which can be used to drive a turbine generator that will produce electricity. Another method is biogas from anaerobic digestion of waste. Anaerobic digestion of biodegradable waste uses methane, which is done using bacteria in the absence of oxygen to degrade the waste under controlled conditions of temperature, moisture, pH, etc. The decomposing system is called anaerobic digester, which is a biogas plant, and the organic biodegradable waste can be made to undergo decomposition, generating biogas which contains 70% of methane. Biogas can be used as a fuel for cooking or as a natural gas substitute in vehicles. There are several methods to convert biogas into electricity. One way is to use biogas as a fuel to produce pressurized steam from water and then use the steam to power a turbine generator which will subsequently produce electricity. Another one is flue gas from incineration of waste. Incineration is another technology to produce electricity from waste. The waste are incinerated to make a flue gas having a temperature greater than 800 degrees centigrade. The energy is used to produce high pressure steam which is passed through turbines to produce electricity. Any unused energy can be used to heat up water, and the warm water can be supplied to the households or can be used to heat up houses during winter in European countries. Another method is syngas from gasification of waste. Gasification of municipal solid waste involves the reaction of carbonaceous content of the waste with oxygen, air or steam at temperatures above 800 degrees centigrade. The main product of the gasification process is syngas, which contains carbon monoxide, hydrogen and methane. The syngas can be burnt in a boiler to generate steam to drive turbines for power generation and can be used for industrial heating and also as a fuel in a gas engine. So we have discussed 4 methods to convert waste to energy technology. Okay, thank you.